tree branches, paint them white, and then tie them to stone. Instant frostbite spider.
Rodnar, nobody's gonna believe that your dog is a frost.
Don't let my sister do anything foolish. You found it! There it is! Strange. It seems smaller than I remember. Funny thing, huh? I'm gonna put this back where it belongs. I'll never forget this. You've done a great thing for me and my sister.
I'm laying here confused. I thought I was completing a simple task for the Jarl. But I can't quite wrap my head around that stone wall and the writing that I saw. Maybe I was dreaming. But I swear I heard... No, felt a sudden change. What that change is, I don't know. But I hope the Jarl's court mage has some answers.
You see? The terminology is clearly First Era or even earlier. I'm convinced this is a copy of a much older text. Perhaps dating to just after the Dragon War. If so, I could use this to cross-reference the names with other later texts.
Good. I'm glad you're making progress. My employers are anxious to have some tangible answers.
Oh, have no fear. The Jarl himself has finally taken an interest, so I'm now able to devote most of my time to this research.
Time is running, Farengar, don't forget. This isn't some theoretical question. Dragons have come back.
Yes, don't worry. Although the chance to see a living dragon up close would be tremendously valuable. Now, let me show you something else I found. Very intriguing. I think your employers may be interested as well.
You have a visitor.
Ah, yes, the Jarl's protege. Back from Bleak Falls Barrow. You didn't die, it seems. Ah, the Dragonstone of Bleak Falls Barrow. Seems you are a cut above the usual brutes the Jarl sends my way. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim. My associate here will be pleased to see your handiwork. She discovered its location by means she has so far declined to share with me. So your information was correct after all. And we have our friend here to thank for recovering it for us.
You went into Bleak Falls Barrow and got that? Nice work. Just send me a copy when you've deciphered it.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen. so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragonstone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory. Help Irileth kill this dragon before it can attack Whiterun. No, I can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution. Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the Western Watchtower.
A dragon? Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Housecarl, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let me face this thing alone?
No, Housecarl.
But it's more than our honor at stake here. Think of it. The first dragon seen in Skyrim since the Last Age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah!
Damn right!
Let's move out.
No, get back. It's still here somewhere. Crocky and Todd just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kidder, let's save us. Here he comes again. Hallo, save us. It's a dragon. Stay the dragon.
I have forgotten what binds.
You don't stand a chance.
You are brave, Alana. Defeat brings me honor. Go, my king! No!
We taught that dragon not to mess with Whiterun, didn't we? I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. There's only one way to find out. Try to shout. That would prove it. According to the old legends, only the Dragonborn can shout without training, the way the dragons do.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them, like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim killing any dragons.
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irileth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irileth. Tell us. Do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them. But I don't need some mythical Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Housecarl. You ain't a Nord.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
If you really are Dragonborn, like out of the old tales, you ought to be able to shout. Can you? Have you tried? That was shouting, what you just did.
Shout.
Must be.
Like the Greybeards
You
on their
really
mountain.
are Dragonborn, then. I'm glad you're on our side.
Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth, but there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to Whiterun? That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, Dragonborn.
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenici.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, you know. To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
So you're the one who helped with the dragon? I'm Lydia. It's an honor. You're a hero. Whatever it is, I'm supposed to tell you. Look, Irilith and 8 other guards were out there. I knew all of them, including the ones who didn't make it back. Hroki, Tor, Faldir, Jorving, and Oswald. I had known them for years. Now, out of nowhere, some drifter shows up and helps fight a battle that cost us half the soldiers there. I look at the other people in the Jarl's court. Hrongar is a good fighter, but downright stupid. If you haven't met Nazim yet, you'll know what the problem with him is the moment you do. And I'm sure the Greymanes and Battleborns have already asked that you preoccupy yourself with their inane feud. I find it hard to believe that out of nowhere, we're finally getting a respectable member of the Whiterun court. Especially after they came back from a battle that killed 5 of my friends. Not a problem worth worrying over. You're a Thane, I'm a housecarl. I know what my duties are, but I'm an honest woman. I'll make sure you keep breathing, but you need to know my concerns if I'm going to do that. So, are we off to High Hrothgar now then? We could either go through the pass near Falkreath, or travel around the throat of the world. Fair enough. I can help if you'd like. I'm right behind you.
There it is. The answer I have been searching for. I am a Dragonborn. This explains the voices and the weird shifts inside my mind. I am not sure how to feel. I certainly do not feel like a Dragonborn. One thing I know I must do is go and find these greybeards. But I am not yet strong enough. Before anything, I must become stronger. By myself, I am weak. I must learn something. Maybe I should go to the College of Winterhold to learn how to heal my wounds with magic. I should also improve my arm with the sword. Magic will be very useful, but I may face times where magic is not possible to use. I must always be prepared. I will have a look around Whiterun for potential allies and stock up because this is going to be tough. I must be cautious.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
I never ask strangers this, but do you have the time to help me? I know it's asking a lot, but could you? Thank you for hearing me out. My name is Aniya. I'm sure you overheard. I'm low on coin, and I need some food. Okay, so I love sweet rolls. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. If you could buy one from Hulda for me, maybe in return I'll offer you a favor. That's up to you, but look around. There's plenty of sweet rolls around here. She won't even notice you.
Sadia, dear?
She's caught me once already. She said if I try again, she'll throw me out in the cold.
Oh, yes, Miss Hulda.
But what's the fun in that? So you on board? Still want to help? Oh, thank you so much. I promise I'll make it worth your while. When you get one, come find me. I'll be waiting here. Hey again. I can see that. Do you have the Sweetroll? Thank you so much! Now, if you wouldn't mind handing me that Sweetroll. It's about time I had one of these again. Do I ever? They're amazing. Oh, right. What was it? Come on, Aniya, think. I do. Just give me a second. I got it. A favor for a favor. You help me, so I'll help you. You're an adventurer, right? I could follow you. You're welcome. We should get to know each other first. That way I'm not just some mercenary mage following a random stranger. Let's start off with you first. Tell me about yourself. Well, that's okay. Maybe you'll figure that out on our adventures. I know you will. Is there anything else you want to talk about before you get to know me? Okay, so here's my story. As you know, my name is Aniya, and I'm a Nord. I was born in Riften on the 3rd day of 2nd Seed. I grew up for a short time in solitude when I was a little girl, but I spent most of my life in Bruma with my mother. I would also spend a lot of time traveling with her between cities in Cyrodiil and Skyrim. When I was old enough, my mother sent me to the College of Winterhold, where I studied and graduated with flying colors. Mother always said magic runs in the family. Not long after this, it was time for me to leave my home in Bruma. My mother told me to be careful. As she always said, it's a big world out there, Aniya, and if you don't keep your footing, there's no telling where you'll be swept off to. I'd have to say she was right. Recently, when I crossed the border back into Skyrim, I had no idea what I was walking into. A civil war would break out while on the road to Whiterun. And that's where you found me, in the Bannered Mare, wondering where to go next. Honestly, I do. I miss my home and mother from time to time, but with the border lockdown, I don't think I'll ever be going back home. Look, if you're bold enough to take on the Legion, be my guest. But if you ever manage to get into Cyrodiil, I'll forever be in your debt. Really wish I could see Bruma one last time. I tried to, but I was blocked by a skirmish and a massive blizzard, which was swept in with the sound of thunder. It was scary. A dragon? Well, these are trying times. Wouldn't surprise me. Oh, it's amazing! Best alpine city of Tamriel for sure! There's so much to see and do, plus the amount of snowfall is crazy. Nothing compared to the snowfall in Winterhold, of course. I am. It hasn't been that long since I last attended. I wonder if my old friend Jazarka was still there. I honestly don't know. She was fine when I left, but who knows what's going on back at home. Let's see. I'm from Cyrodiil, so that should tell you who I stand by. Of course it is. Good job. You really think so? Aw, thanks. I promise I won't let you down. No rush. I'll be waiting here in the Bannered Mare whenever you're ready to go. Yes? Okay, I'm right behind you.
Now that I have some allies by my side, I will be able to head to Winterhold. I cannot allow myself to trust them too much for now. That's why I lied about stealing. Well, I don't like stealing, but I am the leader of the Thieves Guild. For now, that identity must be kept a secret. Before I leave, I must gain a reliable and fast horse, and maybe buy a home.
Steward,
Your job is to offer me counsel. This is not counsel.
Of course, sir. I serve Jarl Balgruff as steward. Splendid. There's a house available right now. Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home.
Surely that's not possible.
This home looks amazing. It will feel nice knowing I have somewhere to call my own. I won't be able to spend much time here today because I have more important things to do. But this is beautiful.
Yeah? Of course.
One time, I came across this crazy jester. The look in his eyes, the tone of his voice. I sure hope I never run into him again.
Whisper. I like it. I think she will be a keeper. She seems like a strong and fast steed. It is exactly what I needed. They say that a bond between an animal and a human can sometimes be as strong as a bond between two humans. We will see. What I do know is that I am going to need her.
Bandits generally stayed away from us unless they had the numbers.
Hold it.
Getting them
This here's a toll road, see? You're gonna have to hand over, say, 200 gold if you want to use our road. You know, now that I think of it, that sounds fair. Just shove off before the others notice.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous, and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Ha! Humor is often in short supply here. But I sense that perhaps you're after more than just that. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Excellent. The Mage Light spell is useful to any mage, not just those specializing in alteration. Can you cast one on the seal on the ground? No? Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. Much knowledge lies within the college. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Interesting place. I hardly see any Nords here, even in their own province.
I believe I've made myself rather clear.
Yes, of course. I'm simply trying to understand the reasoning behind the decision.
You may be used to the Empire bowing to your every whim, but I'm afraid you'll find the Thalmor received no such treatment here. You are a guest of the college, here at the pleasure of the Archmage. I hope you appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, of course. The Archmage has my thanks.
Very
One
good.
time, when adventuring
we're
on
done.
my own, I ran into a giant. Next thing I knew, I was back in Windhelm. But I had left from Whiterun. Confusing, right?
Welcome to the college. Another new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared. Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
No, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.